Networks and Wi-Fi. Yes, they are different to the internet. Let me show you my network setup and how I have good internet and good Wi-Fi everywhere in my house. First, let's talk about Ethernet and Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is good for convenience. In my house, I've got all my mobile phones connected to the Wi-Fi. I've got the smart lights, smart speakers, and basically things that cannot be connected via Ethernet. Other things I have connected via Ethernet include computers, TVs, servers, and basically anything else that I can physically connect via Ethernet. The more things you have connected via Ethernet, the better. It will ease the network congestion of your Wi-Fi network. Ethernet allows you to have the full bandwidth to each device that is connected, whereas Wi-Fi has a bandwidth for the whole Wi-Fi band, and then each device connected is shared equally. Ethernet is good for about 100 meters without needing any extra repeaters. Wi-Fi is good depending on the materials of your house, how strong your Wi-Fi is, and how many devices you have. Wi-Fi has two network bands. There's the 2.4 GHz band and the 5 GHz band. The 2.4 GHz band has been around the longest. It's pretty good because it's good for distance, so you can go further away from the router. The 5 GHz band isn't as good as with distance, but it's got a lot more bandwidth. So the more devices you have connected to the 5 GHz band, which demand higher bandwidth, like video streaming and that kind of stuff, the better. In an ideal situation, you want to share these bands around equally so that you've got less demanding devices on the 2.4 GHz band and more demanding devices on the 5 GHz band. I myself have 3 2.4 GHz bands and 4 5 GHz network bands. I have 3 routers in total which all work together. Let me show you. This is my garage and my network wall. The wall is also shared with a few other cleaning products as well, but that stuff's not important for this video. As you can see, I have NBN fiber to the premises here, speeds of 100 megabits down and 40 megabits up. That feeds in the internet to my router here, which is an ASUS RT AX88U. It's a pretty beefy router, this one. It's actually got 8 Ethernet ports at the top there, which is enough to power my network. So it does the main router stuff. So it does network NAT, it does my DHCP server firewall, security, all that kind of stuff. The other routers are just access points. So that one there also connects to these 3 Ethernet ports, which go into other rooms of my house, which I'll show you soon. All connecting to the main router. Up the top there, I've got an Engage power monitor, which connects wirelessly to my meter box to show me how much power I'm using. And I've also got a Synology server there, which is a DS216j. So it does my main files or organization, security, antivirus for my files, which I can access inside my home and out. So yeah, that is my network wall in my garage. Here in the media room is my other router. So this one here is an ASUS RTN66U. So this one's quite an old one, but it's still a good one. It again connects to my main router through an Ethernet port down there in the wall, and then it actually connects to my TV via Ethernet. It connects to my Steam Link, which is down here, via Ethernet, and then in this little cupboard here, I've actually got another server. So this one here is connected via Ethernet again. This one is a media server. So it is a Synology DS209. So it runs all my movies, TV shows, and music. Yeah. So this router here, next to my JBL speaker, it's a Google Home smart speaker. I'll have more info about that in my smart home video. but this router has two bands, a 2.4 gigahertz band and a 5 gigahertz network band. So the 2.4 gigahertz band is just for my smart home devices. So this end of the house, any smart devices connects to this one, and the 5 gigahertz band is for my main network. So if I'm in the media room and I've got my laptop or a phone, it will connect to this one, which will be the strongest network. So down here underneath my desk, that's my computer there. It's a custom built mini ITX. I'll have another video about that one if you want to check that one out. But down here is my NETGEAR Nighthawk X6R8000 router. Now this one is a tri-band router, so it's got two 5 gigahertz networks and one 2.4 gigahertz network. So this one here, it basically comes from the garage, from this Ethernet port here on the wall. Cables come up there to the router. Now this router is my main Wi-Fi for most devices down this end of the house. It also has Ethernet for my main computer. Now the Wi-Fi configuration on this one, all the bands, so the 2.4 gigahertz and the two 5 gigahertz bands are all just my main network. So when I have devices near this one, they'll just connect to whichever one's stronger. And if I go out into the backyard, which is just to my left, it will switch to the 2.4 gigahertz network, which gives me the ultimate range. So yeah, that is my NETGEAR router in my office. This room is the spare room, or a playroom. So I do have a spare Ethernet port here, which is not in use, but it is connected. So if I do plug something into it, it will definitely work. It's great for any expansion I want to do. In the past I've done a LAN party, I've just plugged a network switch into here and off we go. So yeah, that is my home network setup. I have approximately 48 devices connecting at any point in time. When it's just me home, when my wife's home there's a few more, and when I have guests over there's even more again. All these devices usually just include phones, laptops, TVs, servers, the other routers. I've got a lot of smart home stuff as well. I'll have a video about that, so feel free to check that out. But all that includes smart speakers, smart lights, smart cameras, smart air conditioners, smart kettle, etc. Yeah, so with this network I can get full internet speeds wherever I am in the house, as well as good access speeds to my servers. So yeah, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and yeah, check out all my other videos. Thanks.